there, YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to check out the second most popular game on all the Kickstarter. That is Wester Legends Bix Box. And I gotta start off by saying I feel like this is one of the worst uses of this space that I've ever seen here. Which I'm always a big proponent of, because it says this beautiful big box was designed to hold all of your Western Legends content. I kind of understand that. Like, it says Western Legends, the big box. I feel like we get that. Tell me a player count, a time length, the number of expansions in here, some sort of useful information. Also, look how much wasted space we have in the background. I know we're going thematic, but I feel like there's some very useful information that could be conveyed here that is not conveyed here. Also, I don't like this. It's hard for me. I don't know. Let's click on it. Keep all your content in one place. I'm assuming this is a massive box. I wish it was next to something. Hopefully, later on, they put this next to some other box so I can get an impression of the exact dimensions of this box. Because if it's the same size as some other popular game in the top 500, let me know. This is the size box we're using. You know, it always drives me nuts when companies make it difficult to understand the size of the box. So hopefully they don't do that. But as always, when we go to the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. 43 seconds. That's quick. 2 expansions. Mini expansions. Imagine all of this all in one box. Spotlight the organizer. Beautiful. Oh, it's so much stuff. Oh, and now I'm getting a feel for the size of the box. I'm going to guess that's Jaws of the Lion-esque size, which is a fantastic size. I say so myself. I think it's a good size. But I think that shot was great. Just, whew. Let's go. All right, so you showed me your product. It's an interesting strategy there. I feel like that was a really good chunk of a Kickstarter video. I don't know if that's exactly what I'd want. I think maybe spotlighting what Western Legends is, because I know. I've never played it. I've always wanted to. But it's maybe like the number X ranked game on Board Game Geek, something like that. I feel like you could have conveyed a little bit more information to me about why I want this particular box of delightfulness. Because let's pretend that you don't even know what Western Legends is. Which is totally realistic, you know? If you're new into the hobby, you might never have heard of it. So I just feel like maybe conveying a little bit more of what it is, and hopefully they do that right here. So the big box, $60. Wow. Holy guacamole. So I immediately hate the main image even more. Are we serious right now? This is the swing, $60, and I get that game with all the expansions, with these inserts, and this is not on the marquee. It doesn't say $60 right from the jump. That was fantastic of a price, assuming that's what I'm seeing here. And I think this needs to be on the marquee. Because I was expecting hundreds. $60. When you said it was a giant box would include all the expansions, I was not seeing $60. Hold all your Western Legends content, custom one insert. Oh, this is just for the box. This is not for the game. Okay. Got it. The West is in disarray, so the eternal order of the thing, the stuff, the game is here. The Western Legends Big Box is finally here. You can now hold the entire Western Legends saga. So this is just the box with all the nice little stuff. This is cool. And then the Big Box promo pack, so it is going to add some new stuff to that. Okay. And so that's for people who, if they already have everything. And I'll be very interested to see what amount of people that is on this. The insert is designed to use the wooden LTS stores offered during the Blood Money campaign. They're not included in just the box campaign. If you do not have these, please. So whatever this is, so they're making it very clear and obvious here. Okay. Pledge levels. Just the box, $60. Just the goodies, $7. New in town. This is the whale. This is everything. Get it all. $269. And that was the price that I was expecting. $269. That's a big price. That's a hefty price. And once again, I don't feel like I've been sold yet on why I actually need this game. I feel like this game is leaning on its reputation a little bit too hard here without at least wetting my whistle on what it is. So hopefully they do that next. Nope, this is the Emporium. This is for retailers. Okay. This is a retailer pledge add-on. So here's the thing. If you just want the base game, $75. If you want the base game expansion, $45, $35, $15, $30, $15, okay, $35. These seem like reasonable prices. And once again, you say $75. Wow, that's a lot. Well, this is not just a typical, game. This is supposed to be like a big, sprawling, sandbox-style game. And here we go. Here, I am now trying to tell you about what kind of game this is, despite the fact we just went through their Kickstarter video. That in itself, I think, is the big problem here. We're not focusing enough on what the hell the game is. We're focusing on what we got. $160 saving over MSRP is catchy to the eye, but we'll admit I have not heard of this series before. There you go. Ranked 252 on BGG. They need some more details about this game. Yeah, 252 out of tens of thousands, probably 100,000 games at this point. And this is one of the best games of all time, according to gamers. And you're not spotlighting that. It just drives me nuts. It just makes so much sense, too. Why would you... And as hopefully we're eventually going to do that. Hopefully we're eventually going to get there. So I will say, I do love the fact we're going straight from the add-ons to the shipping costs. That's what's up. So just the box, 23 to the Americas, 100 to South America, 15 to this, 18 to 20. This is pretty clean and clear. Okay, the new account, this is actually a delightful shipping area. I will say, and here's the thing, Colossal Games. I always mention Colossal Games for one thing, and I spotlighted one thing that I love that they did, and so I shout them out all the time, and that is how they organize their FAQs, and hopefully they did it here too. But I gotta say, this is one of the nicest looking shipping areas I think I've seen. Each individual pledge level has its own separate shipping location. Beautiful. Beautiful. So what am I looking at? $38 to get everything plus the price. We'll get to there. Either way, love that. Now shipping, do we have information about the VAT? Shipping cost, where's the VAT? I don't like that. I need to know more information about the VAT. So that's a downer. Project timeline, March 16th, this stuff, June, so hopefully they're going to have it awesome for next year's Origins Gen Con. And I can see this being a huge release as well. Colossal thing, big stuff, a lot of stuff. I don't feel like they did a great job of selling their game in any way, shape, or form there. The actual game, why you and I need this game. There's no quotes. There's no reviews of how amazing Western Legends is. There's no Tom Vassell saying this is one of my favorite open world games of all time. That's sorely missing here. You have hours and hours of tape of people playing the game. There's probably a how to play section. I could go to the Board Game Geek page right now and I could spruce together a much more convincing area, I think, than you did here. It was huge when it came out. I never played it. We'll be curious if the base game offers a discount. Yeah, and it's they just glossed over that. They just assume everybody knows about the game. That's not good. Do I want it? So let's take a look at the price level. So just the box. No, this is just the box. No, just the goodies first. 216 people who want just the goodies. Just the box. 1,500 people. And that tells you right there. There's 1,500 people who own everything for this game right now. And they love this game so much, they want it all to be stored together. Are you doing that for a game that you don't really like that much, you're probably going to get rid of eventually? Because we all have those kind of games. Well, I should say we all. Most of us have those kind of games on your shelves. We're like, yeah, I have that game, but let's be honest, when push comes to shove, that one's going first. Games like that. And if you're not going to spend, getting this big box, if it's 1,500 people doing that, that says a lot about the quality of the game. All right, so this pledge is for retailers, 9 backers, cool. New in town, and this is the big one they're trying to sell, and that right there, 164, and that's really not the number I think they were probably hoping for here. And that's really surprising to me. So where's the $1? How many people are on this for $1? 216 people. So yeah, that's pretty much people wanting access to the pledge manager, it looks like. Interesting. So yeah, and I feel like this pledge level, which is the big one they were trying to sell, was not sold well enough. The big box isn't where you want to jump in for the first time. Well, I disagree with that, honestly, because 99% of the time, and I've seen this on Kickstarter project after Kickstarter project after Kickstarter project, when people are given the option of whether or not they just want to wet their toes in the game, or whether they want to dive headfirst all the way down to the bottom of the lake with scuba gear in the game, they choose the scuba gear 9 times out of 10. And if you're that 1 time out of 10, I typically feel like they didn't do a great job marketing that pledge level. And I think, like, they're doing great, $188,000. But I feel like this could be way better and bigger if they were promoting the game more in the actual Kickstarter. Because going back through this, I don't think they at any point spotlighted why this game is great. There's theme. Oh, these are quotes from people. I really wish this was better. There's one quote, and it's, "I wish the game was better organized." Like, that's the quote. It's not favorite game of 2016 or whatever. It's, "I wish the box was better organized." And that's, but there we go, FAQ. No! You sons of bitches! What the wait, what? Why? Okay, so they organized part of it. So they organized part of it, but they only organized this is what I like. But that's weird. That's so, why did they organize half of it, but not the other half? I love Kickstarter. It's so weird. Updates. You've done it again! Alright, let's check it out. See if it's a good one. We at Colossal Games cannot thank you enough for all the continued support. We know we say that a lot, but it's always true. It's just a small team of nerds. And that is their one thing that I want to mention there. Brand loyalty. You got 1,500 people coming back after buying all your other stuff for this game. That means you're doing something right. Surprise, but no stretch goals. Yeah, we've got some stuff up our sleeves, but we aren't quite ready to announce it just yet. Well, you should tease that in the story as well, because that's the other thing. Why do I come back to this Kickstarter? Nothing, at least on the story, told me that I needed to come back. Now, in the updates, it's a whole different thing, but I think you should include some of this information in the story. So during the next 14 days, we'll have closer looks at the insert, answers, and any all questions. Big box speed run. Oh, that's cool. Putting it together. That's a great shot. Oh, that's awesome. I have any specific questions? If been answered, please leave them below in the comments. So awesome. They're reaching for people. They're saying, hey, ask in the comments if you have any questions. Awesome. That is, we'll go back soon. I really do not see how the wooden general store and trading post for the previous campaign will fit in the box with a new insert. Maybe it's a 6-second video. They could have a new video or series. Okay. I might have overlooked it over, but are the VAT prices and custom charges included for the EU? Yes. Once again, this is a really important question. And I said that to myself. Where is the VAT information? That shipping section. Once again, looked fantastic. It's one of my favorite shipping sections that I've ever seen, but not having the VAT information, make up, you gotta have that. I really like a good, clear, and concise how to play video that incorporates setup and all expansions. For example, so, wow, good shots fired. That makes me want to go see what some of their how to play videos are. Because I'm not, I get it. I completely get it. We should say all been there, but a lot of them have been there. When you sit down, you watch how to play video, you're like, damn it, we're not going to learn how to play the game entirely. We're still going to have to go back and forth with the rule booklets, aren't we? And then you're like, well, do we sneak? Yeah, it's just, okay. Wow, Rodney Smith doing a watch and play on the fully expanded game would be amazing. Now, that's a stretch goal you could go for. And I've been beating that drum for a while. If you can get Paul Grogan, if you can get someone like that, someone who's going to do a real John Gets Games, one of these top, the one that's, the girl, I don't remember what it was. But there's other ones. If you can get someone like that to do it, have that as a stretch goal. Can you please provide an update clarification to all backers relating to the wooden stores, which type fit into the big box? The wooden ones offered during recent Blood Money Kickstarter project, the new insert, so they do need to get on this and respond to this stuff. The 3D buildings, so where are they? Where are you? You have not responded to anything in your updates. Oh my gosh. Come on. You're really gonna say, hey, ask us questions down here and then not answer them? Now let's see, how many people are in here? Nobody! Oh, golly, this is a large... Let me rephrase that. A larger company. Most companies are one person or two people. I think this one has a couple people working there. But you don't need people to work there and be collaborators. Just anybody you trust who could just go in there and just answer niceties and do little things. But I'll get some collaborators on there. Highly recommend that. I think that's always a good idea. Just say, hey, just go pop in once a day and just... Because, like, let's look at these. How I could respond to these. I do just answer this question. So I'm sure there's an answer of how this fits. Answer it. Yes, Dave, they are not included. We're actually going to put a little bit of a clarification on that. Thank you for pointing that out. We really appreciate that. And if you see anything else, then please bring it to our attention, because we want to make this as polished a project as we can. Kudos. You know, that's your grandma. Your grandma can write that. I really like a good, clear, concise how to play video that, yeah, we would absolutely love to do something like that as well. And we are looking into the logistics of that as a potential social goal, stretch goal. I don't know. Just say yes, we're potentially looking into that, even if it's not the truth. Hopefully it is the truth, though. Can you please provide an update, Claire? But you get what I'm saying here. It would be so easy to respond to a lot of these, but it's just you, which is why I always, always, always recommend collaborators on your project. I'd like to see an add-on replace the player mats with neoprene ones. Very ASCII your crowd is. Yeah, this looks awesome. I'm an all-in pledge, and I'm wondering if the box would be able to hold the poker chips, cattle cups. Oh yeah, so they are responding here. So that's okay. So they're good customer service here, but I'd also be doing the updates as well. Glad to have a chance to pick up the playmat, the too many expansions I didn't have. So they are churning the comment section. Awesome. That's what I like to see. That's what I was hoping to see in the updates, but I'm sure they'll get to it as well. Once again, it's a little very difficult because there's one person. Final grade on this one. Do I want it? Yeah, but that's because I've heard that Western Legends is amazing. Like, that's I've done an interview with Travis about it, and it looked fantastic. Like, yes. But if I don't know what Western Legends is, like, no? Like, what have you told me about the game? Like, literally, what have you actually told me about the game? I want to do this right now and see what I know about this game. Because I'm pretty sure the video, it didn't show me that much. It was just more about the box. It had that really cool shot. So now I'm seeing the big box. I don't know what kind of game this is. Where's the player count, time length, age? Have we gotten that yet? We still have not gotten that information. We've gotten the second time. We're learning about the price. Have we still not gotten the player count or the time length or the age? I do not believe so. Here we go. Is it going to be included here? No, I'm getting more prices. Player count, time length, age. Very valuable information. It's on the side of every single board game box pretty much on the planet. Not included. Not information. What kind of game is this? Is it worker placement, deck building, set collection, asymmetrical special abilities? Oh, none of that? You're telling me shipping. Granted, I love the shipping area. I still don't need the price. So this literally told me nothing about the game. It's all hype. It's just, you gotta, like, and it's not even, like, great hype. Like, this is one of my favorite games of this time. So that right there makes me have to rate this pretty poorly. Like, I feel like I'm like, hey, Billy, the assignment was to, you know, it's just, because this is the opus. And if you want to see, who was it? Tang Gardens did it. They said, hey, this is the last thing we're going to do. This is the big box. And it's going gangbusters. And so there's other companies that do this, and this is a pretty frequent thing, but I just don't think you sold the game very well here. Or at all. Really, kind of. I still don't know the player count, do I? Whew, that just blew by me. Can you do it? Yes, you're Colossal Games. You've done tons of stuff before. I actually forgot to check in here. So glossed over. But let's see. And this is always something that I think is important to check out. How many games do they have out pending? Reload from Colossal Games, which has a fantastic FAQ section. But that one, I remember, I don't think this one's out yet. I think this one is out. Update February. U.S., the container left in January. It's still in the water. Okay, so it's not out. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Somewhere in the range of 3 to 5 games out. This one is out. That one, I'm pretty sure, is out. But honestly, that's normally something I check at the beginning. I'm just so blown away by the other thing. So can you do it? Yes. It's Colossal Games. That's not something I worry about. How much is it? The price is there. It's $269, and I get everything in Western Legends. But if I don't know, yeah, and like that right there, that's the only number that you need to know. And I'm going to give this a D. I think this is a very poorly ran Kickstarter, and I hate to say that, but it's just, you didn't tell me anything about the game. That should be the most important thing, right? And as a result, you have 1,500 people who are coming back and say, I love this game. I already know what this game is. This game's fantastic. Hells yeah, I want your box. And then you only have 10% of that, 165 people saying, oh yeah, this thing's awesome. I gotta have it for $269. And then we're going up over $300 with shipping. So you're asking me for $300 essentially, and yet you're not marketing your game. And that to me is just, everything else is just icing on a rock. Like that blows my mind. So Wester Legends Bix Box. I'm giving this one a D. I think it's like, tell me about the game. Quotes. How to play video if there's one. Like little stuff like that. But let me know in the comments below, what is your grade on this one? This one was really weird. I was not expecting this one to take this kind of turn. I was super excited about it. But let me know what your grade is in the comments below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.